Hi folks, Jess from Innovate Disability Services here again. If you're enjoying my videos, please like my business page and share it with your friends. So to continue on from my last video, which was touching on the subject of parental responsibility, I'll include a link below in case you missed it. I wanted to go into a few specific examples so that you can get the idea of how to draw that comparison between your child with a disability and typically functioning children. Hopefully it will give you some ideas for how you might argue for reasonable supports and services for your child that some NDIS delegates and LACs might deem as parental responsibility. I'm hoping that providing these examples will help you to see how you might be able to make those comparisons between your child and a typically functioning child. So just to recap, parental responsibility is what any parent should reasonably expect to provide in terms of equipment and support that any child of their age should receive. So one of the big ticket items is a bike. Yes, most children get a bike, most children learn to ride a bike, but not all children require a specialized bike. Most parents will be able to buy a $100 or $200 bike from Big W or Kmart, and that will meet the needs of their child just fine. Parents of children with disabilities, however, often it doesn't work like that. You might be dealing with physical disability issues, you might be dealing with low tone, low coordination, low balance, reduced balance, and all of that means that the child actually requires a specialized bike, so one that's been modified around their individual needs and it's been individualized and tailored for them. So those can be multiple thousands of dollars. No parent of a typically functioning child needs to spend that much money on a bike. So the difference between a parent of a typically functioning child and you is that can equate to several thousands. So NDIS will push back on bike. They do every single time. But you need to know how you can word it to them so that they can see that you're not talking about a off-the-shelf bike here. You're talking about something that the child requires. Yes, you will need an occupational therapy report and recommendations and testing and all of that done, but you'll still be able to get a specialized bike. So that's one example. Another example is that I've seen quite a number of times is swimming lessons. Yes, it's a safety issue. All children need to learn how to swim. And yes, most parents pay for this child's swimming lessons. But there is some cohorts that have to keep paying for swimming lessons. So it usually takes, between 1 and 3 years for a child to learn how to swim. If, for example, you are caring for a child who you've had to support in swimming lessons for 5, 8, 10 years plus, in order to get them to be safe in the water, and yet they are still not able to swim independently and safely. So I'm not talking about going to the Olympics or training for squad swimming or anything like that. I'm talking about people who've genuinely tried conventional swimming lessons and it's still not working, and the child needs a much, much, much higher level of support to get to the same level of swimming that a typically functioning child of their age would need. Again, is something that the NDIS probably will push back on, but I think that there is a solid argument there that it's not fair to expect a parent to pay for the fees of swimming lessons ongoing for a child who either behaviorally needs one-on-one lessons because they cannot cope in group swimming lessons, or if you have cognitive issues or physical disabilities that prevent you from being able to swim to the same level as a typical child. So I think it's fair to argue that if they have not followed the same trajectory as a typically functioning child in the same time frame, it's not fair to expect parents to continue to pay for those lessons. And also, because it is such an important safety issue, I don't think it's fair to say, oh well, we tried and it hasn't worked, so we're not going to fund it anymore. I don't think that that's fair either. I think you've got a fairly solid argument there to make. If you have any other queries about parental responsibility or reasonable and necessary, please reach out to me, and we can see if there is an argument there that you could make regarding your own circumstances. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any other questions, please feel free to touch base with me by email, info@innovatedisabilityservices.com. Look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Stay tuned for bloopers. Take care. Bye. And the difference, and how you can argue. It's really wordy. Anyway, so if you have any more NDIS headaches or migraines, please feel free to let me know, and I will see if I can give you some ideas for how to treat the pain or manage it. And if you have any other NDIS headaches or migraines, don't hesitate to write in the comments below, and I'll help you to unpack. Thank you, Rosie. I could not have planned that. Debut blooper reel for you, I think. Hi. Hello, roses. Super soft. This is amazing in here. We might have to get you your own vlog channel.